Students often ask me what they should do to become a fluent speaker much more quickly. Should they learn more words, write more, read more, study more grammar, or do one of 100 other things? Well, my answer always surprises them because the biggest secret to fast fluency actually has nothing to do with vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, or even language learning at all. But this secret explains why some learners become confident speakers in months while others struggle to express themselves for years. This is Taylor Swift, a world-famous singer, songwriter, and winner of more than 200 awards. She's also been the voice of a cartoon character, and she wrote her first song, Lucky You, at the age of 12. I'm highlighting Taylor Swift today because she reveals the surprising key to fast fluency. See if you can guess the secret from the following 3 stories from her life. Long before it was popular, Taylor Swift was using texting and the social networking site MySpace to promote her music. This was very non-traditional for a country music musician, which she was before she began producing pop music, because country music was typically for older audiences. But Swift knew teens were using MySpace, and she was creative about testing music on the platform before it was released to the public. The track Our Song made it on a record because of its popularity first on MySpace. Next, in 2015, when Apple was launching its Apple Music service, the company decided to offer a 3-month free trial period to subscribers. But during this period, Apple said it would not pay musicians when their music was downloaded. Taylor Swift was very unhappy that she and other musicians would lose revenue during this period, and she refused to allow Apple to stream her album 1989. She also wrote a letter to the company, and within 24 hours, Apple reversed its decision and said it would pay artists during the trial period. Many artists had complained about not being paid during this period, but only after Swift said something did Apple listen. Finally, in 2019, Swift combined the power of her fans, other artists, and even politicians in a fight for the rights to her music. In June of this year, Taylor Swift's record label was sold, meaning that the master recordings of Swift's earlier music became the property of a new owner. Swift was unable to purchase the rights to her recordings herself. What was initially a private business situation became very public when Swift told fans and other musicians to say this was wrong and that it hurt other artists. And after generating enough support on the internet, Swift and other artists won some victories for controlling their performances. So what was the secret to Taylor Swift's success? There are many popular musicians and songwriters, but Taylor Swift has become one of the biggest musicians on the planet because she used leverage. Leverage means doing more or faster work with less, especially less time. In the same way that I leverage videos here on YouTube to teach millions of learners online, instead of only a few people in the classroom, Taylor Swift leveraged technology and her star power for her career. Now, the reason leverage is so important for language learners like us is because learning leverage points can save you months or even years of study time. And the less time you need to learn, the faster you get fluent. One example for us language learners is vocabulary leverage. Did you know that some words are used in conversations many times more often than others? When you understand this, you know to spend your time learning only the most commonly used conversational speech for your life and career, and not all of the rarely used textbook words most teachers make you study. If you want even more leverage, think about all of the vocabulary and grammar errors you make. Most likely, there is a small number of mistakes you make again and again. So if you simply fix these few errors, you can improve your communication skills and confidence in a very short time. And pronunciation? Likely there are just a few sounds you could learn to say more smoothly, which would make you sound much more native and natural in no time. Pretty cool, right? So instead of worrying about grammar or pronunciation or vocabulary, think about what you can leverage, and you will become a confident, fluent English speaker much faster. I've discovered many fantastic learning leverage points over 15 years of helping learners, And if you'd like to learn the one that is proven to be the most powerful for my students, because it lets you improve all of your communication skills and fluency by doing just one simple thing, click on the link in the upper right of this video, or on the link in the description below this video, to watch a free video training that really can change the way you speak almost instantly. I'm Drew Badger, the founder of EnglishAnyone.com, and thanks so much for learning with me today. To learn hundreds more great ways to improve your speaking confidence, sound more native, and become a more fluent speaker, just do these 3 simple things right now. 1. Click on this link to subscribe to my YouTube channel for over 500 free videos. 2. Click on this link to download my #1 ebook guide to fast fluency free. And 3. Click here to watch the most popular video on English fluency here on YouTube.